Hello, viewers out there. You're welcome once again to Sport Orbit. My name is Afa Acho. Salifu Usman is also in the studio with me. Salifu, welcome to Sport Orbit.
Thank you, Afa.
We'll begin straight from the CAF Confederations Cup, where for Rivers United, it wasn't to be once again. As for the second season in a row, they were eliminated from the CAF Confederations Cup by USM Algiers in that return leg that was played yesterday. Well, in the first leg, Rivers United took the better of the Algerian side 1-0 it was, but in the return leg, while we had hoped that Rivers United might go and maybe keep this score as it is or go and do an upset, but it wasn't to be as it ended 2-0, ending 2-1 on aggregate in that one. So, thankful once again, no Nigerian team has gone proceeded further in either the CAF Confederations Cup or the Champions League now for Rivers United. This will be back-to-back seasons where they will be knocked out at this stage.
Yeah, Afa, you are. It's quite unfortunate that in African football, we're talking of club competitions in Africa, and we're having a semi-final of the Champions League, non-Nigerian club, Confederations Cup, non-Nigerian club. To some extent, let me say kudos to Rivers United for even give us the name to this far. Other their colleagues have also have dropped by the roadside since. But one thing that is very synonymous and that is very peculiar and that has become consistent
Yeah.
is the way and manner we always get eliminated by the North African team. It has become a gene, or yeah, it has become a practice that anytime we face with the North African, they always have their better, they always have the answers and they always have the better result against Nigerian club. I think since yesterday I'm trying to digest what is the root cause of all those things, why this thing has been continued over the years, and nobody,
Exactly.
both the club administrators, not even the club administrators, and those in charge of football management in this country, and those as well in charge of the league, never care to find solution to this problem. It has become a consistent issue every year. If you recall, last season, is it last season? I 2 seasons ago. Is it last season now? When Plateau United, with an Indonesian side, came here, Plateau United gave them 4-1. By 4-1 aggregate, by 4-1 scoreline in the first leg, we were hoping that there's no how Plateau United will go away and lose that goal magic of 4-1. We hope that at least if at all let them concede 2 goals, they should be able to still at least they'll be able to defend at least the 3 goal advantage. But unfortunately, they went there, concede 3 goals, all reply, and then the that go ahead by that away goal that is called in Nigeria. So I can go on and go several examples where how our Nigerian team has found it difficult to go beyond the North African. The most painful thing that so in most cases when we take the lead in the first leg, no matter the scoreline, the North Africans are always confident that they are going to go overturn the result when they go to their home. So I think those in charge of our football should be able to analyze this thing and to study this situation. What is it that the North African teams are doing that makes it difficult for Nigerian teams to get the result against them when they play away to their country? And the North Africans, if they come home, if they come to Nigeria, whatever the result, if they win or draw by any margin, they win. We play the first leg away to their country. Whatever they go margin, they come here, they must get that result and get the result in their favor. We can't overturn it against them. But the reverse is the case. No matter how we score here, they'll always overturn the result. So I don't know what I think those in charge of our football should be able to study this thing. What are they doing that has make it difficult for our club, for our team to break these games? I think they need to do about it. And at the same time, also look at the level of coaches we have in the Nigerian Premier League. Because I can't imagine why a coach you have a goal advantage, you play with, you should be determined that I'm going to defend this goal. You are not even defending to prevent it
Scoring.
from scoring. You come here, you couldn't come on as well, you go there, you couldn't defend the goal. So I think this thing is a holistic, it's a serious issue that Nigerian Football Federation is not just when a club goes to represent Nigeria, it's not just about the club in unity. It's about Nigeria. So those in charge of Nigeria Football Federation should also try to provide assistance and some need to provide some technical assistance to ensure that why these North Africans are always having an upper hand. So to me, it is a shame. The Duru FC of Ghana that were in the same group with Ghana progress to the semi-final.
Yeah.
Whereas we could not.
Very terrible situation, right? A sad one. We hope that Rivers United will be able to go there, maybe defend the goal, or keep the scoreline as it is. But unfortunately, it was. Now let's move over to the Super Falcons this time, who will be in action tomorrow in South Africa, going to South Africa also with a one-goal lead. And of course, the sports minister, Senator John Eno, has urged the Super Falcons to break the 16-year jinx. Recall that the last time the Super Falcons participated in the Olympics was, I think, 2008 in Beijing. So since then, the Falcons have yet to be at the Olympics. But tomorrow, again, that all-important return leg tomorrow is a all-man match for the Super Falcons. On Friday, it was 1-0. It was for the Super Falcons. Slim victory, if you ask me. That goal came through a penalty by Rasheedat Ajibade. But ahead of that encounter, the Falcons are also talking tough. The South African coach also talking tough. Well, taking a 1-0 lead, slim it is, but same situation, just like Rivers United. Exactly. So, and in this case, I don't think the away goal rule applies here. It does. Okay, so yeah, so
it's only UEFA that abolished the away goal.
Okay, so we can only hope that Super Falcons is either you keep the scoreline the way it is, or just go for more goals.
Yes, I think just like you say, it's not about just keeping the scoreline. Just go for more goals. You can't.
No. Sometimes going for sometimes it might be difficult. I mean, don't forget South Africa are playing at home. So
for the fact, it's about the tactic we are Now you have a goal advantage. Obviously, South Africa are going to attack from the blast of the whistle.
Sure, because they are under pressure.
So they are under pressure. They are going to attack from the blast of the whistle, and at the same time, in order not to keep yourself in their shoe and to be in the same pressure, just sit, hold back the game, and wait for them on the counter.
Exactly.
And good enough, we have a speed players in the person of Ajibade, in the person several speed players, even Kanu, no Nigerians who have the speed. And if Uswala get opportunity to be listed for the game because he didn't play the last game because he reported for camp very late, less than 24 hours to the match, so he couldn't play the first leg. So if the coach decided to listen him, so if Ajibade Uswala, I think we have a very vibrant attack in the front. And looking at if you look at the defense that play in Nigeria against South Africa, again play on Friday against the Bayana at the National Stadium. To me, the defense was very solid. So I give kudos to that defense. So if we can maintain that spirit of that defense and then at least at the same time rejig the midfield to be able to contain them within the midfield and at least to less pressure on the less pressure on the defense. So and then we probably have just 1, 2 or 2 players up front. When the opportunity for their counter attack come, but they are going to come out fully to come attack, and then you attack them. Just like you say, is a same scenario with what happened with the one in Burundi, and we are faced with to defend the goal advantage. But one thing I'm very optimistic. Yes, a lot of people I've read a lot of people complaining that yes, so if you watch that match, Super Falcons created several chances. It could have been more, at least not less than 4 goals. Would have been better because we created so many chances, but we couldn't utilize our chances. But the fact that it ended victory in favor of the Super Falcons, to me, is more better than ended the match on a draw.
Definitely,
so it's a good advantage. Yeah. So and at the same time, if you look at that match, I give kudos to the Super Falcons for able to come out victorious. There is a very slim victory, but to to come up victorious in that match against Philippines. In a sense that because South Africa were very prepared for that match. If you recall, when we analyzed the match here, South Africa report to the camp even before our own team.
Yeah.
We were the hosts, but they were already in Nigeria, even and well acclimatized to Nigerian weather, to our hot weather and everything, even to the pitch. Get used to our own pitch more than our own team because our team came late to the camp. They show all seriousness, all they want to get the result, they want to get it here. But the football Falcons were able to prevent them from getting that result. And another thing, football, they say football sometimes history does not define football, but sometimes history it has a whole lot of play. When you are looking at a particular opponent and you find yourself that you are always jinxed against this particular opponent, it keeps you under inferior to this position, and you always feel, are we going to break this jinx this time around? At the senior level, South Africa have yet to beat Nigeria in their own home ground. We are playing Nigeria, the match between them, all the match between Nigeria and South Africa 24 times. In these 24 times, Nigeria have beaten them 50 times, draw 5 times. South Africa has only managed to win 2 times. So I think I'm talking about the competitive matches, not the competitive match or the competitive level.
Yeah.
And if you look, and at the same time, South Africa, even in those 2 victories that they secure, never happened in their own country. So we always have beat them in their country. The first one we give them 7-1. So I think going by that, yes, they are going to have the fans behind them. Super Falcons are no longer a minor, they are no longer a small boy, small girls when it comes to women football. They are those guys have played at the biggest stage.
Yeah.
So I don't think they are going to be scared by anything. Or those that are going to throw any artist or any form of artist to ensure that they get at them. But I believe that the players understand, just like I was writing the coach saying that we know what is at stake.
Very well.
And if you know what is at stake, just go for what you want. So
Exactly.
I still have some level of confidence that 60% I believe that Super Falcons are going to emerge because whatever South Africa are going to throw on this game, I think that's supremacy that we always are. The gap has been very close now compared to what it is before. But I still believe that Super Falcons will emerge victorious in that game. But I can't predict the scoreline, but on aggregate, we're going to win the ticket.
Of course, and also Waldron too has insisted that Super Falcons have what it takes to, get the job done. Well, that match comes up tomorrow, and we will keep an eye on that, hoping that Super Falcons at least get the Olympic ticket since the men won't be there. At least let's have a representative, when it comes to football. Down to the NPFL, now where Katsina United has ended Rangers' unbeaten run in March 29 with 4 home wins and 2 draws, producing a total of 21 goals. The Flying Antelopes fell 4-3 in a 7-goal thriller, the highest scoring match over the weekend. This marked the first time since 2017 that Rangers conceded 4 goals, with Abia Warriors being the last team to achieve this feat. Of course, for Katsina United, sweet victory it was. With now, Rangers United have 51 points from 29 matches, and so far right now they remain on top of the NPFL, while Lobby Stars are still in second place. Now, if we have the results of the matches that I played at the weekend, we can quickly have a look at it. Well, for Katsina United, sweet victory was for them in that one. Of course, interesting matches. Like I said, Plateau United 4-0 over Doma United, Remo Stars 2-1 over Aqua United. Yes, we spoke about Rangers United and Katsina 4-3. Sunshine Bielsa 1-1. It was Heartland 3-1 over Sporting Lagos. Lobby Stars 1-0 over Eyimba. Fantastic result for Lobby Stars. Aqua United 1-1 against Bendel Insurance. Tornadoes 5-0 against Gombe United. Kano Pillars, Shooting Star. Okay, those matches will come up later. But I mean, highest scoring games. Niger Tornadoes 5-0 over Gombe United.
5-0 over Gombe United, and you need to pronounce that fantastic, but you come to Lubis and say fantastic
No,
result
again,
fantastic result for your United.
no, against Eyimba and Eyimba.
You show your
No, that's not the issue there. I mean, look, beating Eyimba by anybody is not an easy feat.
Yes,
That's the point I was
yes, I
trying to make.
agree
You
with
know
you.
exactly
I
because
agree with you, and at the same time, and if you be a Lobby Star fan, so definitely you have to share that result. Share that result.
definitely sure.
It was a good result for
Mm,
Lobby Star.
mm,
But however, just like you say, like Enugu Rangers who are becoming since the coming of Leshuku to the club, Rangers are beginning to answer their name again
very well.
as one of the international, and they have shown that so far this season and going almost seven games without testing defeat in the Nigerian league. But Katsina United was able to cut that off for yesterday. Cut that off yesterday. 4-3 it ended,
Yeah.
but still. Despite that defeat, and even though Lobby staff who are chasing them from the behind, get a victory against the
In second place,
Enyimba, they are
although
still second
on
place,
goal difference.
but Rangers
one
still
point.
remain on top of the table with a better goal difference
difference,
ahead
yeah.
of second place Lobby Star, and the third place team, which is Remo Star, is just a point separating them. But Remo still have a match in hand,
Yeah.
and if that's another advantage for Remo
Go top.
to go top if they will be able to win that match. But the worst is that the Nigerian Premier League is getting interesting, and we're having fantastic results. Although even though we didn't record any away win in the last fixture, but having Niger Tornadoes sparking Gombe United 5-0. Gombe United that are already swimming in the relegation and now suffer another humiliation that the Niger Tornadoes is still quite unfortunate. Doma United had a fantastic result last week in the previous weekend. Before the last weekend, where they would tell the way to Aqua United to beat Aqua United in their home 1-0. But yesterday they suffered a humiliation defeat against the northern rivals in 4-0 it ended. So fantastic result in Nigeria Professional, and if you look at the table is looking very interesting. It clearly shows that it's still neck to neck, and you can't predict. So March 29 we are, and with just less than 7 matches to go, yes, 7 matches to go. We still you can't really predict how it's more looking like the Premier League. If you look at the Premier League currently, it's just a 3-horse race, and the same thing is happening in the Nigeria Premier League, happening in Rangers and Lobby Star, and at the same time Remo from behind chasing for the title.
All right, we'll go on a quick break, and when we return, Sport Orbit continues. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back from that break. It's still Sports Orbit. Us are still on the NN, this time on the Nigerian National League. That's the second tier league where they have slammed a fine of 1 million naira on Jigar Golden Stars for failure to provide adequate security on their match day 13 game against Sporting Supreme of Duse. It will be recalled that the center referee in that match, also Zardin Nasiru of Katsina, and one of his assistants, Osman from Borno State, were expelled from further handling matches in the domestic league because of their poor officiating in the encounter, which tend to bring the game into disrepute. In a video that went viral, the center referee was shown to have allowed a goal scored with hand and also went ahead to award a questionable penalty which allowed Jigawa Stars run away with a 2-1 victory. According to a statement by the league board, the decision to penalize the team was to bring sanity to the second tier league, noting that the investigation it carried out revealed that inadequate security contributed to the unprofessional conduct of the game, which resulted in them being fined 1 million naira. Of course, ridiculous it was for a referee to allow a goal scored with the hand. He saw it clearly and still went ahead to award it as a goal.
But I think I believe Jigawa Golden Star are going to appeal this time to sanction. Because if, for instance, if a referee were found wanting in his job, is that the fault of the Jigawa Golden Star? Although the Jigawa Golden Star benefited from
No,
this
no,
one,
for them was failing to provide. I think they didn't provide
although
enough.
for them,
There are two things.
except for say that
Yeah,
inability for providing security.
security. That's another
But
thing.
and if you and at the same time, if you look at that to read from your so you read that it is it's like the league body are also trying to make a case for the referee in this statement, because they say that it is the insecurity that led to the unprofessional conduct.
For me, that statement is completely unnecessary.
So
Exactly.
so you are trying to make a case for the person you are
unnecessary.
also sanctioned. That is the insecurity that led to the unprofessional. So you are trying to justify the unprofessional conduct of the referee on the pitch. So if you say referee, the club will not provide security, and if you find that there was a security breach. Yes, you can find the club being a host of the club or the host match. But the unprofessional conduct of the coach has nothing to do with the club.
Exactly.
Identity. Except if the referee come out to say that I was assaulted or I was this or my life was being threatened. Then, but the fact that that referee have not come out to say that yet, and you being the ruling body, the organ body, and I say that it is in the school that led to the unprofessional conduct of the referee. You're already making the case for the referee.
Exactly. So I really do. Well, in the days ahead, I think that should be made clear. Let's see whether Jiga Golden Stars will appeal that or.
They will definitely appeal it.
All right. To our next story down, where of course it was rumors over the weekend had revealed that former Super Eagles coach Jose Pesero has been one of the coaches shortlisted to take over the Lions of Cameroon job. Other coaches are Heveraned and Fabio Cannavaro. This was contained in a memo sent by Feka Foot. But of course, subsequently, uh, Cameroon have been, after the sacking of Gobert Song, have been in the hunt for a new coach. And some coaches have been shortlisted, but for the Peseros on some are saying it's quite a rumor, but that's what it is as of now.
It's all, when there's when there's a vacant position in any job in any club, and then the always is speculation about potential buyer, for example, is really to occupy the position. That just like normally see in the transfer of the players, just like Osimhen particularly. Today they say see I almost
Yes,
tomorrow
tomorrow
say
is
my
Arsenal.
Master United is
Tomorrow is PSG.
that's us now. So, but it's only the player himself and again that know what is actually going on. And for Cameroon, I think if they are interested in hiring Peseru, I wouldn't be surprised because Peseru let the Super go to there with them at the Africa Cup of Nations. So they see Peseru as one of the better players compared to what they have. But there's another thing that is also happening in Cameroon, if you recall, after the sacking of the Gobert by the federation, and the federation already made a shortlisted foreign coach to take over. But you got the Cameroon minister went and sacked that coach and then dissolved everything that happened. So that's interference by FIFA interpretation. But now we don't even know either is the federation or the government that is the ones supporting the coaches for the job. So I think all those things need to be settled out before and then the time is not on their side. Just like the way Super Eagles are not also be able to manage their own situation. I think many African national teams are having the same issue. The same thing, even Algeria are here to announce their coaches.
Exactly. Well, let's go to Europe now in the Bundesliga, precisely where Bayern Leverkusen, which has two Nigerians, Victor Boniface and Nathan Teller, are just one more win again from clinching their first title in about 40 years. Recall that over the weekend, we also recorded a 1-0 victory over Union Berlin, making it their 41st game unbeaten across all competitions this season. Next weekend, if Leverkusen gets a win, just they will be crowned champions this coming weekend.
Whatever happened in the other matches.
Yeah.
And this was also because of the inability of Bayern
Mm.
to get a result against the opponent in the this weekend.
Yeah.
But one thing I must give kudos to Leverkusen what they have done so far, particularly to the process that they are also who have transformed Leverkusen from just an average team to
Yeah.
one of the top teams in the Bible Bundesliga. This is a team that always play within an average by the within the middle of the Leverkusen. But for them to go straight for something matches unbeaten
In all
in
competitions.
all competition, and at the same time having a wide gap of 13 points ahead of Bayern Munich has that dominated that league. It's like the Bayern Munich league. Every season, Bayern Munich keep on winning the title.
Exactly.
Every season, it has always been Bayern
Since
Munich.
2013.
Since 2013, even
Past 11 years.
Dortmund that tried to get close to challenge them, couldn't challenge them for that title. But Leverkusen, from nowhere, a certain Alonso come for the first time for the first certain season, was able to gather a certain player, relatively most of them relatively unknown, and take the world by storm. Taking by storm. Getting themselves crowned champion. Almost 6 months to spare. It's really a fantastic. It's a fantastic result, and I think all those players, the players, including our own Boniface and Tellers, have taken their name in gold. But more kudos go to Alonso.
Very well, very well. All right, to some boxing news now, where Joshua's promoter Eddie Hearn is confident that Joshua and Tyson Fury will earn at least £100 million each from fighting one another, as the heavyweight could meet in the ring either this year or next year. Fury will have to face Alexander Usyk in Saudi Arabia on 18th of May for the undisputed heavyweight championship, which was scheduled to hold on the 17th of February, but was postponed due to a cut sustained by Fury during training. Well, of course, that's according to the boxing authorities. After the Fury Usyk fight, Fury will likely face off with Joshua, but Fury fight was supposed to happen, and all of a sudden he said he had an injury during training in February. Now the fight has been postponed till May. We hope that as May approaches, we won't hear another story again from Fury, because I think Fury knows people who he feels can beat him, and he's always been playing hide and seek.
Hide and seek,
Yes.
exactly. I think you took the word from my mouth, and Fury has been fun to see that always trying to play to dodge certain fight.
Exactly.
Just like you see, the issue between him even before our own Joshua go down completely. Was also talk about anytime. Even so far, even certain times, Joshua has considered some many rights to him
Very well.
to allow the fight to happen, but those tourists keep on dodging away, and then here is him. Whiskey is trying to dodge away from whiskey. Just like to me, absolutely, is being afraid.
Yeah.
But if you even look at his match, this last fight between the Cameroon from Ghana, that almost knocked him out of that fight. But it was really unfortunate that he was lucky that the judge was on offside. To me, because if you watch that fight again, you can't imagine how somebody has told somebody on ground and still say at the end of it, you still say that you lost the fight.
Quite really surprising, that one.
But I think, no matter how you try to run and hide, but there's a certain level that you come to the you can no longer run.
No, they will come because
one day, either you like it or not, he must.
Of course, because as it's done in boxing, by the time you refuse to face your challenger, you have to hand over your belt.
Yes.
Exactly, because you can't keep holding the belt. Once a day will come when it's either you fight or you hand over the belt. Exactly. So let's go to some EPL results of interesting matches that went down in the course of the weekend. Of course, the EPL is getting to the business end of the games. Interesting games it was. First off was champions Man City coming from behind to win 4-2 at Crystal Palace, while Aston Villa, of course, blew a 2-0 lead to end up 3-3 against Brentford. For Everton, 1-0 it was against Burnley, which took them out of relegation. But as of this afternoon, once again, they were deducted 2 points.
Some people are not happy that they're out of relegation.
Exactly.
They have to slam them, they're not 2 points again.
Yeah, so for Newcastle, 1-0 away at Fulham. For Luton Town, a sweet victory was against AFC Bournemouth, West Ham 2-1 against Wolverhampton, Arsenal 3-0 against Brighton. Wonderful game it was. United 2-2 against Liverpool, a thriller it was. And for Chelsea, coming back, blowing up a lead also to, end it 2-2 at Sheffield United, while Tottenham 3-1 against Nottingham Forest, which has, took them into the top four race completely. And wonderful, interesting matches. And looking at the table, of course, the top three teams very close as you can get.
Yeah, the top three teams very close as you can get,
Mm.
and obviously any of these three teams can emerge champion at the end of the day.
Mm.
And but if you look at it, the fixtures, seven seven matches to go, and with the seven matches to go, I think
Mm.
Arsenal has more tougher game
Mm.
compared to Liverpool and Man City.
Man City.
Arsenal still have a match against Manchester United, which is a tough game
Mm.
for Arsenal. They still have a match against.
I think they still have against
They
Liverpool.
still have no, they don't have much against Liverpool.
Okay, they played all their two
Yes,
games.
so
Okay.
the top
They
contender
still have against Tottenham.
they still have match against Tottenham and they
Mm.
still have match against Chelsea.
Against
and,
Chelsea,
and they
yes,
still have
yes,
match
yes.
and match also against Aston Villa.
Mm.
So these
You're right.
four matches are very tricky ones. I
Mm.
don't know how Arsenal will avoid Manchester United and at the same time avoid Tottenham and at the same time avoid Chelsea.
Chelsea too could be a tricky one.
Very very
Yeah,
tricky one.
because
So
it's
I
London
think
derby, so
Liverpool
anything
and
can
Man City
happen.
are more comfortable than that. I also looking at it well. Arsenal cannot survive this. At least they can survive Man U. They survive Man U. They can survive Tottenham. They survive Tottenham. They may not survive Chelsea.
Mm.
And with the way it is, just drop a point, you find yourself downward.
Exactly.
Although for last weekend it was interesting result for the top three.
Mm.
Manchester United was fantastic at the weekend, but although they have to consider the late penalty that
Mm.
gave Salah's opportunity to rescue a point
Yeah.
for the Liverpool, courtesy of the out. Well,
Exactly. Of course, also for the Champions League quarterfinal matches resume this week from tomorrow. Then let's look at the fixtures. Interesting fixtures it's going to be. Of course, Arsenal will be up against Bayern Munich. First leg will take place at the Emirates Stadium. Then for Man City, they will come up against Real Madrid in that one. Then Atletico will be up against Borussia Dortmund, while Paris will take on Barcelona at the Parc des Princes in Paris. Salihu, interesting matches. All of these matches, for me, the results are too close to call.
yeah, interesting match is because if you look at Arsenal, have suffered in terms of Champions League record against Bayern Munich several at this particular stage. Not even particular to say at the round of 16. Arsenal have suffered many elimination against Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich was even a second time. Bayern Munich gave them about 7-0 on aggregate. And here again, they are faced with the Bayern Munich. But what? The Bayern Munich of 4 years or 7 years ago cannot be compared to the present Bayern Munich, although they are still a Bayern Munich. They are still Bayern Munich in terms of Champions League pedigree. They still have the pedigree compared to what Arsenal have. But a whole lot of Arsenal players have never played at this stage of the Champions League before. None of Arsenal players has played in the quarterfinal of Champions League before. And to me, that to them is a new experience for them, and why Bayern Munich have a lot of history in terms of Champions League matches, and it's going to be an interesting one. But Arsenal appear to be an underdog, but let's see how the underdog will battle the Masters, and ultimately, if Arsenal, I foresee Arsenal getting a result in the first leg. But what will happen away to the third leg is another different thing. But if you look at Bayern Munich this season, they are not very too fantastic, both up front and in the Champions League. But one certain hurricane is always there to do damage. And if you talk of Real Madrid, it's just a repeat of what happened last season. And to me, obviously, it's too close to call.
And for Man City too, Man City are not the team they were last season.
Yes, if you look at Man City, they are not the team they were last season.
And same Madrid has been a stronger side this season. So
Madrid has also improved this season
very well
compared to what they were last season. And to me, if you have to look at it, if you look at the two coaches are two masters of the game, who know how both of them have the pedigree when it comes to Champions League. But if you talk of Champions League, it's a Madrid game.
Definitely.
Whether you like it or not, Champions League is a Madrid game. Although last season they couldn't do the magic, but let's see how they are going to happen this season. Whether they'll be able to answer their name again.
Exactly. Of course, there's also Paris Saint-Germain, Barcelona in that one. These two teams too have met severally, and most of the time, Paris has always had the upper hand in the
Yes,
last few times they met.
yes, but
Mm.
with Barcelona, but if you look at it under the circumstances that the coach is almost out,
And Barcelona too not doing too well
not
this
doing too
season.
well
Exactly.
not doing well this season.
Mm.
And if you recall that Xavi Hernandez has also
Also on his way out.
shown a way out.
Mm.
He's going to leave by the end of this season. But for him, he is determined to make a mark,
Yeah.
and maybe this could be an opportunity for
Mm.
him to make a mark.
Mm. Okay. All right. That's our package. These matches come up tomorrow and on Wednesday, and we will be keeping eye on all of these matches to see how they pan out. Well, that's our package on today's edition of the program. Hopefully, we'll return on Thursday to give you another interesting package, and of course, we will also wish of course, Salah holidays come up during the week, and we wish our esteemed viewers a happy Salah celebration, and we'll be back on Thursday, God willing, to give you another exciting package. Salifu, thank you for being on today's edition of the program.
Okay.
Until we come your way again, do have a wonderful time out there. My name is Afa Acho, and it's bye for now.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.